the HP 6460. This is a Celeron 400 megahertz. It's got 128 meg of RAM in it, and something like 6 or 9 gigabyte hard drive, which is, I don't know if anybody recognizes what that is. I know it's a little hard to see, but that is a 5 1/4 inch hard drive. That's a quantum Bigfoot drive. Don't see too many of those anymore. And there's another drive in here. It's 120 gig. I'm surprised the BIOS on this thing actually supports it. But what's it doing here? What's the purpose? What's the whole thing? Well, we have the knackered monitor. So we'll plug that in because it don't have a real power switch, because you know about that whole story if you watch the other videos. And we'll fire this bad boy up here. And just listen to this thing spin up. I love it. I'll actually power it down and back up now that the boiler's shut. It's even got the light on the board. And it goes and it's going to boot up. So this machine was a SHOUTcast server. I gave this to my friend Brian. Oh, see, it's unhappy about the configuration data. Bad CMOS battery. But let me just flip the screen around there. I gave this to my friend Brian a couple years ago because he don't live in these kind anymore. You could see him in the Brian Finally Visits or something video that I have put up from a while ago. Anywho, he ran this as Brian SHOUTcast for a while and got tired of it. Then his internet sucked down there and he didn't even have the bandwidth to run the damn thing, and a whole bunch of other stories. So end result is he was up visiting that time, and he brought it and said that it was freezing on him. And when I got it, I turned it on and it powered, but no video, no post, nothing. After wiggling all the cards, reseating the memory, and doing all kinds of other stuff with it, I did get it to post. It came up with the CMOS configuration error there, which I know is a bad battery. And I did get it to boot up, and everything's intact. It booted up fine. And I'm going to go ahead and get this booted up, and then I'll show you what it does. Okay, we're up and running. It's only a few days later because of how slow this thing is, but anyway, you can see there it's Brian SHOUTcast. I'm sure that's an old IP address that don't mean nothing anymore, so don't go spamming that. And he basically copied my turnkey operation and ran that. We're currently playing some music. It's connected, it's transmitting, nobody's connected, so we're going to go and get connected. What I'm going to do to show you the problem, well, I'll explain it first, is when this would change to the next song, you'd get a blip in the SHOUTcast stream out the other end. I expect it's probably playing fine on here. I don't have any speakers hooked up. What I did so far is I cleaned up all the running processes in Windows, and after doing that, I installed the latest version of Winamp to try that, dumbed down all the visualization and the oscilloscope and crap like that. So I did all of that, and I had the idea to today do this. If I go over to preferences here, to run the priority class up to real time and see if that helps anything. And we're going to go and connect on the machine over there, so I'm going to bring this over to about 30 seconds or so, and we'll come over here. I have this machine all ready, and I have the address typed in. We'll connect. Yeah, see, it fucked up. I don't know. That again was our feature presentation. You've never seen that video because I never put it up. That's an old video. So one of two things is going on here. Either this machine just does not have the horsepower to do it, and I think it should. It is running XP, which it's not supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be running Windows 98s. But either it just really does not have the processing power. In fact, let's just see what's going on. And the RAM is also an issue also. Actually, the CPU usage is really low. Interesting. Really, really low. So, I mean, I don't know if he changed any of the encoder settings here. No, it's all set in how I have mine. I don't know. I don't know. The one last thing I was going to do was, actually, let me switch songs and just watch the CPU. Interesting, it jumped way up and then it settled down. So I don't know. I used to run, my old SHOUTcast ran on a, God, I think it was like a 266 or something like that. I don't really remember. Pentium 2. I mean, I know this is an Intel Celery processor, but don't know. So I guess the last thing I'm going to do before tearing this machine apart and just totally wrecking it, because I have absolutely no use for it, is to just reinstall Windows, just for shits and giggles, and just reconfigure it quick and see if we can get it to work. And if not, really doesn't make a difference. We'll just close her all up. One other thing I did is I was playing the music over the network shared off one of my other machines. I copied all of that to that spare 120 gig drive in there, and it made no difference. And running the thing up to real time also made no difference. So like I said, I don't know. So it could just be a glitch with it. I really don't know, but my my SHOUTcast server doesn't do that. So yeah, I was just going to reinstall you know, just a straight copy and just straight install Winamp. Don't even bother with service packs or any other crap like that, and just give that a shot. And I don't know, maybe I'll fart around with it a little more and then end up doing that just for fun. So that's going to be it for this one, and we got one more fun thing. One more thing I wanted to mention, I forgot. I was not able to initially install Windows XP on this machine. I forget exactly what the problem was. It was years ago. It was either giving me an error, or giving me a blue screen, or just locking up completely. I think it was locking up, and it was just giving me some garbage in the upper left corner of the screen before going into the GUI. And it would just kind of sit there. And I did a little research and found that there's some jumper on the main board on this machine. I forget what in the hell it does. But by switching that jumper over, and it wasn't something stupid like a CMOS reset or anything like that. There was something to do with the onboard video, or I don't know exactly what. But by switching that over, it was able to install and run. And I don't remember if I had to install Windows first and then move the jumper and then it would boot normally, or if it would actually install properly with the jumper in that secondary position. But anyway, that's that one.